Welcome back to a special edition. It is New Year's Eve here at Hotel Andaluz, and this is Good Day New Mexico.
Good evening,
Good
New
evening.
Mexico.
I keep forgetting. All right, listen. Speaking of making some mistakes, sometimes we do that here at Good Day New Mexico. Sometimes, not all the time, but I'm kind of counting down my top 5 moments of Good Day New Mexico with some of the interviews and guests that come on the show. So let me start with this one. This is a satellite interview, Meet the Smiths. Now, Gwendolyn and I kind of maybe tag teamed and kind of ganged up on her husband, Kenny Smith. And she said, Casey, I love you because I was giving her some good tips, and Kenny should buy her lots of presents. So I loved this one. Take a look.
Kenny, you should be thanking her and buying her gifts every day, saying how much you appreciate the
Thank
three
you,
different things. There you go.
Casey. I love you. Thank you. How about that?
Yes,
Yeah,
We're gonna call Casey when we need any kind of marital
You call me,
advice.
girl.
I know
Yes.
to stand clear of Albuquerque. I'm staying clear of Albuquerque.
Listen, guys, listen, tune in to TVS on Fridays to Meet the Smiths. It's Kenny and his 3 fabulous, beautiful wives. You don't want to miss it. Kenny and Gwen, thank you guys so much.
That's funny.
I think you were the opposite of marriage counseling on this one, Casey.
Okay, my next one, who doesn't love Billy Crystal? I love a good rom-com. So Billy Crystal and Josh Gad. I had sent him a tweet.
You
Go
sent
ahead.
Josh Gad a tweet beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell the story.
It's kind of crazy because sometimes you send these tweets thinking, oh, just kind of just say what's going on. Josh actually responded, so I kind of threw that in there in the segment.
Your tweet was to your list or to the viewer
Josh,
saying, no,
yeah.
not to Josh. It was to the viewer
yeah.
saying, hey, does anybody have a great question for Josh Gad and Billy Crystal?
That's
Josh
right.
jumps on and he's like, hey, you should ask them this.
He does. He says, is it hard for, Josh Gad says, is it hard for Billy working with such a good-looking guy?
Yeah.
So I say that in the segment, and Billy is like, what's going on there in New Mexico so early in the morning? So it was a really cute moment. Loved that.
Take a peek.
All right, we have a Twitter question now, okay? It is from @Josh GAD. I don't know how to say that. He says, does Billy know how handsome Josh is, and does that bother him? Billy, does that bother you?
It's a very valid question. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it.
Who did it come from?
At Josh GAD.
Not Josh Gad. Yeah. Well, you know, this is why the internet and Twitter is like a sewer. Because these weird people just pop up and ask these provocative questions.
I actually thought it was a very valid question. I
think it's valid.
And I think you're avoiding it like the plague. And
I'm not
I
bothered
think,
by anything.
I think viewers
I'm
at
not
home
bothered
would
by
really
anything.
like a valid answer.
I'm not
from you.
bothered by anything.
Billy, but is it hard to concentrate when you're working with such a stud? Do you not get your work done?
Boy, what kind of show is this? What's going on in Albuquerque at this hour of the morning that I don't know about?
It's Mad Men country, Breaking Bad country.
There you
Right.
go.
That's true.
Love those two. They were awesome. Okay, then I went river rafting in Durango. And now as a mom, you know, you kind of have fear because you just think of your child. You don't want anything to happen to you. So I did have a little bit of fear going into river rafting in Durango, but I nailed it, some
That
would
was
say.
fun. Yep.
Lots of fun in Durango. Then it got even more scared at the state fair. We kind of hooked up to one of those zip lines.
We were doing a silly movie
We did a
segment.
movie
Yeah.
segment from the state fair, which they kind of clip you and then don't really say too much. So I'm like, wait, is this clipped in? Am I good to go? But take a look. I think you might have screamed more than me, right? Does it push us out?
No.
Okay.
All right, Casey, we can do this. We can do this, Casey. Everybody, count us in.
Jump.
In 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
All right, so there you have it. A lot of fun moments here at Good Day New Mexico, but we
boy,
want to
boy.
kind of give an inside scoop. We're so serious over here at Good Day New Mexico,
Super serious.
and I say that very sarcastically because they have scared me and terrified me with cockroaches. Sent me cockroaches to the station. Luckily, it was an empty box. I have put his cell phone in the roof of his office, and he had no idea. He's like, wait, that's my cell phone ringing? We put it on. I've also put his cell phone in the vending machine.
And here's this one. Yes, we've had a continued prank war going on. This one's great. I got to set it up. Casey on our way up to the studio, there's a stairwell. So I decided to get all these 8x10 photographs of Casey and have them autographed to Casey from Casey, like you were the best ever. You were
From
the most-
myself to myself. Oh my gosh. And I was paranoid because I thought, I was out of the building. I said, how long have these been in the station that everyone has seen these and I'm that, vain? I need pictures
Oh,
of
they saw that,
myself
Casey.
leading up to the dressing room and the studio.
peek.
What a mess. Whoa, what is all this? What the is this? Who did that? What the hell are all these? Oh my God. No, I wrote it to myself. Son of a, are you serious with this? Who's handwriting? And last but not least, for a late birthday present, this one actually took a lot of planning, a lot of hard work, and they're very talented, this crew. This is the birthday present they sent me, or made me. I'm filling a new business venture for you, Danny boy.
TackyChairs.com.
Oh, I
Already
like
bought
that.
the domain.
Send him a request. He'll make it happen. That's a great gift. Coming up.